TLDR recap. I suggest this is a tier list for Diamond and below, where you should be looking for people who don't have a champ pool yet and they want to develop a champ pool for this patch. They're looking for low skill, high reward. Okay, low skill, high reward, Jinx, Cog, Tristana. And then beyond that, everybody in A can carry, but you must be experienced on these champions. B tier is playable, and then I would not recommend anything C tier and below. Okay. To day 1 of the new patch tier list, where a bunch of ADCs got buffed and nerfed. If you don't know what got buffed and nerfed, you should read the patch notes, but quick highlights from off the top of my head. They were Corki nerfs, Ezreal nerfs, Caitlyn nerfs, Jinx buffs, Jinx nerfs, Jhin buffs, Kaisa buffs. I think there was a Kalista nerf, there was a Lucian buff, a lot of changes, and then I think that's, a lot of Smolder buffs, and I think that's about it, okay? So if you want to see the change logs, we can see the change logs. I mean, maybe I'll just put it up here while we go over this. Patch notes, League of Legends. But I will go over what my initial impressions of the patch are and what I recommend you guys to play when you guys are picking ADCs in solo queue. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go over it when we see the champion. So first is Aphelios. I think Aphelios is not bad. Okay. Not bad. Sorry, I was in queue. But you have to be, caveat, you have to be a really good Aphelios player. You probably have to be a one trick, okay? He's not bad, but if you don't know how to play him, then he's like down here, okay? So I think he's not bad. He's definitely playable. He can carry games. He can get to his 3-item spike somewhat reliably. I'm sure there's certain lanes that are unplayable for him, but I don't think his champ's bad at all, okay? Same with Ashe. This champ is apparently doing really well in the stats right now. If you look at these stats right here, Ashe is high play rate and high win rate. I think that's probably Kraken build or Yuntao into crit build. Both are pretty good. You probably don't have all that amazing lane power anymore because that's what they nerfed, right? But her late game is better with her Q damage. And of course, her ulti is always going to be very useful in the early mid game after level 6. So I don't think Ashe is bad. But I would not, if I were you guys, I would not pick Ashe to climb. Okay? Personally speaking. Okay, Caitlyn. Caitlyn got nerfed. Caitlyn got a W nerf and an ulti nerf. Ulti flat damage nerf by 50 at level 11. Or sorry, 25 at level 11 and then 50 at level 16. And then W nerf, flat damage, 5 flat damage, 10%. Bonus AD damage. This is a big nerf, okay? Because it went from 40% bonus AD to 30% bonus AD. That's a 25% nerf. It's a huge nerf, okay? Caitlyn is, if you don't play Caitlyn, this is not good. This champ is not good. If you are killing one trick, this champ is still good, okay? Champ's still good. I played 3 games, small sample size, but in all 3 games, the W nerf and the ulti nerf did not make a diff yet. And the build I'm doing is Ghost Blade with Symbiotic Boots and go and collect their LDRIE. I mean, if you guys watch my channel, you already know what the build is. Or if you watch my streams, you already know I'm abusing this for free LP. Still playable, okay? Still playable, but for the casuals, not playable, okay? This is not an ADC. Corki got nerfed. The Corki nerfs are 3 less armor. You used to pick this champ because he was Giga Broken in lane and Giga Broken mid game. Now that he's not Giga Broken in lane and Giga Broken mid game, guess what? Don't pick him, okay? This champ is not good, okay? You cannot pick this guy and expect to win. Sure, his early mid game is like good. His late game, not good, okay? It's not worth the early mid game when I don't know if you can carry late game with his short range, okay? I would not recommend, okay? Ezreal. This champ was already bad if you didn't have hands last patch. If you were like amazing at Ezreal, it was S+. And then if you were bad at Ezreal, it was like C. Okay, this champ is not good now, okay? This champ got nerfs. If we look at the Ezreal nerfs, he got 0.5 less armor 0.5 less armor growth. This is not pickable unless your name is Dragdar or you're like an Ezreal one trick or something. Okay, guys, you pick Ezreal and they pick something like Kaisa, which got buffed this patch, or Jinx, which is easier to play and higher reward. You will get cooked more often than not, and it requires more skill to pull off. I would not recommend this champion at all. Do not pick. Do not pick. This is for people playing solo queue. I rate this tier list as the amount of skill you need to play for the amount of reward you get, okay? So like S+ tier is like requires no skill, free OP. And then F tier is a ton of skill and then you get no OP. Okay, so Draven got nerfed here. You don't get as many stacks after every 6 minutes, right? Let me see. Where's Draven? Okay, you don't get 2 adoration stacks for every 6 kills. Sorry, 6 kills. So it reduces snowballing potential. If you're a Draven main, yeah, still A tier. I think A and up is like you can carry with these champions. Okay, if you don't play Draven, don't pick this guy, obviously. Okay, but I think Draven one trick, yes, can play. Okay, can play. Jhin. Now everyone's all hype about these Jhin buffs. Okay, Jhin. Jin's being played so much. Jhin. I mean, I don't think this did anything, man. I played a game of Jhin. I'm like, I don't even think this did anything, bro. I've been seeing Jhin. I'm like I don't get it, man. His critical strike chance, conversion to AD ratio increase, same with attack speed. So like things like PD, things like Rapid Fire, his full crit build, Collector, IE, LDR, all those builds, they are stronger. Okay, I don't think he's that good. I think he's overhyped. I think that he's very supportish still, and it's hard to 1v9 with him when your teammates are losing their minds. God forbid they're playing frontline, right? They're playing tanks. You can't do anything to carry because you don't do damage to them. And or if they're bruisers / assassins by death stance, you also low-key cannot do anything to them. So I think he's actually B tier. Okay. I personally would not recommend you guys to play this champ to climb in solo queue. But if you love Jhin or if you're really good at Jhin, again, can be played. Okay, but I would not put him. Okay, Jinx. Jinx got nerfed. Her ulti got nerfed by flat damage, right? 25 flat damage at all ranks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. 10% bonus AD as well. This champ is still S tier. Okay, this requires pretty much no skill and high reward. This Jinx champ, the reason why it's so good despite nerf after nerf after nerf is because in solo queue, when ADC is seemingly so weak in the early mid game, you can just get a reset on Jinx and be 2x as useful. And the enemy team has to do this thing where like nobody has to troll the engage, otherwise Jinx gets a free reset and they lose the fight for no reason, right? The thing is, in solo queue, how often do you see someone troll and engage? I fucking every 30 seconds or every minute, like every fight, So Jinx is like a terror, can always come back with his champ. Enemy team, someone is gonna make a mistake and die to Jinx or give Jinx a reset. It's kind of cringe, but even if you lose lane, can come back. Jinx is S tier, requires no skill. You want to climb, pick Jinx, but try not to get gimped in lane against like Draven and Nautilus or some shit. You could just lose the game automatically in lane, but even if you do, you can come back. Jinx is one of those champs that you can come back. Still very good. S tier, okay? S tier. Kaisa. I think after a small sample size of 2 games, that Kaisa is A tier. Okay, this champ was unpickable. And they give her armor buffs, base health regen buffs, which help her laning phase, which is her weakest part of her lane, or weakest part of her game. And they gave her ulti buffs. Now 10 seconds cooldown given to her. This champ is actually pretty good, I would say. The thing is that you need to be able to lane. If you can't lane, you have a problem, okay? Can get gimped in lane. Can carry, though. I promise you can carry. I played a few Kaisa games. Get the 3 items, you're chilling. Get the 4 items, you're almost about to 1v9. Right? You can get Zhonya's. You can get Death Cap at 4. Oh, yeah, the build is just Kraken, Rageblade, Nashers. I don't think Chinese Static Essence Shadow Flame is any good. I think you should go Kraken, Rageblade, Nashers. Kraken, Rageblade, Nashers gives you all-in potential so that they can't ignore you. Front in, you can deal damage to the front line. And allows you to make late game plays with a ton of attack speed when you OTW one-shot the backline, okay? So I think Kaisa is actually pretty good. My climbing strategy for tomorrow will literally be Caitlyn Kaisa, okay? And of course, if you guys are wondering, I'm buying Symbiotic Souls on everyone. So take that as you will, okay? Kaisa, A tier, can carry, okay? Let's see, what's next? Kalista, don't pick this champ. I'm pretty sure we just got nerfed, right? Let me see. No, Kalista? Oops, sorry. Base stats, attack. Is this arena? No, this is arena. Sorry. Kalista, no changes. I thought Kalista got changes. Okay, Kalista, no changes. Kalista was kind of OP last patch. I think now, I don't think she's OP. Let me think about this. Why do I think she's not OP? Okay, I think she's not OP. First of all, you're the one trick. You want to one trick her? B tier. Okay, reason being is that your support can grief your laning phase, and Kalista is a very early mid-game focused champion. So if your support griefs your laning phase, you automatically lose the game because you have no late game, right? There's no comeback. You just fucking cry in FF at 15, pretty much, okay? So must lane dominate, but I think with the meta ADCs nowadays, I don't think you're lane dominating anyone except yourself. And I think the skill to reward ratio is way too low. I would not recommend picking. It's like Ezreal, okay? Needs high skill for medium high reward, but your support can grief it so that, you know, despite your skill, you just GG. Like that can't be good, okay? I would say don't pick Kalista. That's not good. What else? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Kogmaw. Okay, this champ is S tier. Okay, this champ has been good for a very long time. It is still very good. I think you guys are sleeping on Kogmaw. If Kogmaw can hit anything, you're just winning. And then you just go Rageblade, Runons, Terminus, Jack Show every single game. Like, don't sleep on Kogmaw. Actually really, really good. Especially if they have like melee support. You just get Omega value by pressing Q, pressing W. Like, nobody can tank you. That's really valuable in the mid game when usually ADCs in the mid game are piss weak. Can't really do anything. Kogmaw is the opposite. He will eat the closest guy if they're not careful. They cannot ignore you, okay? This champ is really good. This champ is really good. Caveat, if you cannot auto attack anyone because they have 5 poke champions, you will not do anything. Okay? You need to be able to hit something. You cannot just pick him into Caitlyn, Lux, and Zeri jungle, and then like Victor mid. You're not going to do anything. Okay? But if you're picking into like Leona Braum, Nautilus kind of stuff, you're gonna eat good. Okay? Low skill, high reward, in my opinion. Learn how to use your W. Lucian. This is interesting. Lucian's interesting. This guy's SRA. Okay, this guy's SRA. Top of A, probably. I'm gonna order like this. Just I'm biased, okay? This is my bias here showing. Let's do this. I mean, let's do this. I think it's this. Okay. This champion, he got a buff this patch, and it didn't seem like it's that much. It's only 3 seconds cooldown on his E. And then 2 seconds when another rank, and then 1 second, another, you know what I mean? But it actually does a lot. It actually does a lot. I don't know why. It just does. Like I the first game I played of Lucian, I immediately felt the changes because I dashed in, went for a big trade, and I had my second dash for lethal, like really quick. Okay, I think Lucian is good. Even S tier with lane combo, Yumi, Nami, Milio, whatever. The problem is, if you don't have good lane combo and you get gimped in lane, let's say you're playing fucking Lucian Sona or something against Caitlyn Lux, you just this champ becomes pretty bad pretty quickly. Okay, but I think that he is pretty good. I would actually probably rate him below Kaisa, even though he can probably do a lot more ridiculous stuff than Kaisa because of like Lucian Nami combo, Lucian Yumi combo, Lucian Milio combo, whatever. Can be very volatile. Okay, but I think he could be worth picking up. He does require a lot of hands. There are new builds coming out for Lucian. Okay, there is like an electrocute Lucian build with like Ghostblade or like Voltaic or whatever. That stuff is, you should look into that. Okay, that stuff can surprise your opponents. You can one-shot them very quickly early on in the game. You can get really strong trades early game, but you can't kill tanks with it. Okay, so I would keep your eye on this guy. For you Lucian fans, you should start picking him up. The win rate is reflecting that he is becoming playable very quickly. Okay, I do think you should take a look, but you don't have to learn how to play this guy. If you don't want to, you can just pick up the Kaisa champ. This is probably what I would do. Okay, I think this is higher highs, lower lows probably than Kaisa is my guess. Okay, next, Misfortune. This champ is just solid. I'm pretty sure, like top of ARS. It's just solid, man. Like BT build, first strike Ghostblade build. I think MF is solid. I like if you're MF one trick, you're probably just chilling every single game. It's pretty safe. You can go 2 different builds depending on enemy team comp and your team comp. Probably top of A, I would say. Yeah, I think this champ is really solid. It's just that nobody plays her. I don't know why. Maybe she's boring or what, but I think she's relatively low skill, relatively high reward. Would recommend playing MF if you have no clue what to play and you don't want to play Jinx or Kogmaw because they're ugly or something. You know, you can just play MF, just chilling, walk around, Q minions. Nilah. Apparently this champ is S+. I have no idea what to think about this champ. But apparently Nilah is just Giga God. I see 0 Nilah, so I cannot evaluate accurately. I don't play Nilah. I see 0 Nilah in my games. Apparently this champ just wins every game. I don't know. But for this tier list is for people who want to play solo queue, like diamond below. If you're not a one trick, don't play her. Okay? But apparently she's insane. Just so you know, if you want to go test and figure out why she's insane, you can go do that. I have no clue, but apparently she's insane. I I have no clue why. And I don't even see it in my games. So, but yeah, if you're just looking to abuse, if you're just here for like free OP to abuse like low skill, high reward, free elo champions, don't pick this. Okay. Samira, bottom of A probably. Like, the problem with Samira is the same. It's basically Kalista, except easier, I think. Samira is basically Kalista. Like, you need your support to be of a certain type. And that type is, let's go kill them. Okay? You need to play Samira with Leona, Nautilus, Braum, whatever, like CC, you know? Like, I think this champion needs a sub-duo or your support to pick something useful. If they pick, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, Nami, you're probably cooked, okay? Like, you probably can make it work with Nami. It's just not going to be as good, okay? So, I would not recommend picking Samira. You have to be a Samira one-trick to enjoy this. Would not recommend at all, especially if you play an NA and it's just Enchanter. Enchanter supports, like, bro, I don't know. I would not recommend to play. But with combo, bottom of A, okay? With combo, bottom of A. Senna. Okay, this is not an ADC. Sivir. Solid. Sivir is solid. You see it, notice there's a lot of AT champs. All of these champs can in fact carry. I do think that the balance of this patch is a lot better. There's like all of these can actually carry, depending on the lane matchup, depending on your skill with the champion. Sivir is pretty good, but I don't think you can pick it every game. And it requires you to have a certain mindset, which is like Roomba waves. Roomba waves, get 300 CS by 25 minutes, and then start one-shotting everything, okay? And it does require some skill. You do have to know how to use your spell shield effectively. Otherwise, you're playing half a champion, right? So, and, you know, your ability to do all-in damage is pretty low. Your ability to do burst damage is tied to your Q. It just requires a certain kind of player. You probably want to, like, play a lot of Sivir to get some use out of her. But playable, okay? Playable, okay? Man, I just have Jhin down here because I'm just biased, man. I just think this champ, just bad experience with this champ, man. Okay, next, Smolder. Unless they figure out this champ, dude, this champ got like 3 buffs. I think Smolder is fucking trash. Okay, don't pick this. You want to climb? Don't pick this. Okay, like unless they figure it out. Like, look, people are trying to figure out this Smolder strategy. Dude, unless they figure it out, don't pick it. Okay, where's the pick rate? Unless they figure it out, don't pick it. Okay, this champ is not good. Okay, until proven otherwise. I could be wrong. There could be a new Smolder build that comes out or a new strategy that comes out that makes him really good. But I think in general, you are just getting cooked in lane, and then you are just praying that you get enough stacks mid game, and then late game you are praying that you can Q something with your 225 stacks so you can start doing damage. But like, let's say they have too long range, or they shit on you in lane, or your support's I mean, there's like a million ways for like this guy to not carry. I think this guy fucking sucks. Okay, we can move Sivir to something like this here. This guy fucking sucks. Don't pick this shit. I think you want to win, don't pick him. You want to be Disney Dragon, go for it. Okay. Okay, next, Tristana. Tristana received no changes, but I think she is low-key S tier. She's like a hidden gem. Like right now, I'm pretty sure Tristana can go Yuntao, can go Collector, you can go Navori second, you can go IE second. I think this champ has 1v1 pressure, and that's really valuable in a universe where both supports just roam topside for the grubs and leave you guys bot 1v1, right? You can even 1v2 if the enemy supports, you know, messing up their positioning, or the enemy ACs messing up their positioning, or if you're ahead, right? The only problem is that you will suffer in the early laning phase. You will miss a bunch of CS, but you will find an opportunity to jump in and kill them. And then Tristana's scaling is really good. It's just that her mid game is like not that good. Okay, so I think Tristana is really, really, really good. And remember, if this is a low elo tier list for low skill, high reward, she's S tier. Okay? Low skill, high reward. Just know when you can point and click, kill them with your full stack bomb. Tips to know is like you jump in the mid game, you have to blow up the bomb, you can't let them flash away and then be stuck in the middle of the lane with no W. Okay? You need to blow up your bomb. In the laning phase, wait for level 3 to all in because you can't blow up your bomb at level 2 unless your timing is literally perfect. You don't have enough attack speed to proc your E bomb even if you jump on their head. And you can also put the bomb on them midair, okay, if you didn't know that. As you jump in, you can put the bomb on them midair. Does require some amount of games to get used to her because her ulti has damage value and utility value. Push them away, kidnap them, use it to burst someone through barrier. You can also, there's some mechanics to it as well. You can ulti and then auto attack someone midair. But if you're looking for freeload picks, Tristana. Okay. Next, Twitch. Okay, I don't think this champ is good. I don't care what the stats say. This champ fucking sucks unless you're like a one trick and you're like a goddamn rat running around and you have a good matchup. But again, low skill, high reward. Nah, I think this is like high skill, medium reward. I would not recommend this Twitch champ. This guy's a rat. You guys remember, this is a tier list for people who have no mains. They don't know what to pick. They need some direction to get some free LP to climb with as little effort as possible. Do not pick this. Okay, this is like counter pick tier or run trick tier. Okay, I would not pick this. Even if you could like counter pick, let's say you're playing against Smolder or something, like you could just do something else, man. Do one of these. I think it's better. Do Tristana, man. Just do Tristana, man. This is 10 times easier and 10 times better. So yeah, don't pick that guy. Varus. I don't think Varus is bad. I think that if you play Varus, don't play lethality. I don't think that can carry. It can poke and you go like, haha, I'm poking them, but then you can't actually carry. Okay, I think you should play the Rage Blade Hexblade build. Or Bork Rageblade if you must. I don't like Bork though. But I think he's like similar to Ashe, to be honest. He's like same as Ashe. Like has all in potential, has ulti utility, strong early mid game, but I don't know, there's something missing. There's something missing for the 1v9 potential, I think. Still good. Don't get me wrong. You can carry. He's still good. I do think there's something missing for like the 1v9 potential. Like these guys have 1v9 potential. These guys in this upper bracket of A. Okay, and then the S tier is like you're 1v9ing without doing anything. Okay, so I think Varus is requires a lot of hands and brain, and you have no escapes, so it's like positioning is kind of important. Like I don't know. I think he's bottom of 8, but he's definitely you definitely can pick him. You definitely can carry with him. I just would not recommend lethality build. Okay, don't do that. I think like you don't get enough value from poking. You just can't carry, right? Vayne. Okay, apparently this champ is like pretty good. I have seen 0 Vayne. I don't think she can lane. And again, this is for people who want to have 0 skill, high reward. You pick Vayne, you better be a one trick, and or the matchup is god tier for it. Like you're playing against melee support, and you want to like eat them with Vayne. But if they're playing melee support, why not just pick Kogmaw? Easier to play and more effective. Okay, this guy is really OP. So I would recommend you stay away from Vayne unless you really love Vayne or you like a Vayne one trick. Okay, Xayah, same deal. I don't see this champion at all. I don't think this champion can carry. Okay? This champion can get gimped in lane. And also, might not carry. Like, sure, your ulti can get a lot of value. But because you're so short range, I think you are going to get outscaled / outcarried very quickly. Especially against all of this bullshit. Like, say, for example, you're playing against Caitlyn. Oh, headshot, GG, you're dead. You're playing against Kaisa. Oh, she's Wing you from a million range, you're dead. You're playing against Lucian, Nami, XDD. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these guys have some, like, crazy bullshit going on right now. And then Xayah, she doesn't have any crazy bullshit going on right now. So I would not recommend you to play her. She is fun. And her CC can be effective. Her ulti can be teamfight changing. Don't get me wrong. Especially with, like, Xayah Khan combo. But I think, on average, you are getting cooked. You're getting cooked, okay? So I would not recommend. I think Xayah's high skill, medium reward, and then also is lacking a lot of laking potential without flash because you need like RE flash combo to like get something crazy done, okay? Would not recommend. Zeri, same deal. I don't see anyone pick this champ. This champ immediately loses to everybody. I see 0 reason for you to pick Zeri unless you're a Zeri lover or you have some specific Zeri strategy. I have no clue why you would pick this. This is pretty bad, honestly. Would not recommend. And then I actually think Ziggs is not that good. Especially, I mean, if you're on the channel, you want to play ADC, you don't want to play mages, don't play this shit. Okay? It's not even like low skill, high reward. I feel like it's like low skill, like medium reward. You know what I mean? It's not that good. Like, this is where all the mages are, I think. The mages are no longer giga broken, in my opinion. You just take TP, you take symbiotic souls, you're chilling against these mages. These mages also got a lot of nerfs. We got a lot of nerfs. Seraphine got a lot of nerfs. Yeah, I mean, I would not recommend playing AP to climb this patch, in my opinion. Okay, that's basically it for my initial impression for this patch tier list. TLDR, recap. I suggest this is a tier list for Diamond and below where you should be looking for people who don't have a champ pool yet and they want to develop a champ pool for this patch. They're looking for low skill, high reward. Okay, low skill, high reward, Jinx, Cog, Tristana. And then beyond that, everybody in A can carry, but you must be experienced on these champions B tier is playable, and then I would not recommend anything C tier and below. Okay, would not recommend any of these guys. Okay, for people who have no champ pool. Now, if you're a one trick, you can probably play anything on this list that's not in these shitty areas. Okay, don't play this for sure. Don't play this for sure. Yeah, maybe everyone else is maybe playable. I don't know if you want to play this, let's be honest. But yeah, this is what I would recommend for you guys to pick in solo queue. Diamond below, you got no idea what to pick. Look at this tier list. And yeah, go from there. Okay? Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope this helped. I will see you guys in the next video.